That's what I need. So. I need that energy.
Like Palpatine energy?
What?
I need some Palpatine energy. Yes.
That should be
limited
top.
power.
I thought he was mentioning your Joker as your current background. That kind of energy. That would be scary.
No.
You're running around like Joker.
Terrence is an incel. It's just a fact, right?
What incel?
He's in a relationship, dude.
That doesn't mean he gets any.
I bet he does.
Yeah, have you ever seen a sex scene with Joker and Harlequin?
No.
You're right, exactly.
No, Kevin, you're not backing out of that one. Y'all ever seen two dogs fuck? Me neither. That's what you just did.
I'm saying. I'm agreeing with your...
Deep breath, Palpatine energy. Go.
Previously on Homebrew Detritus.
You are the Senate.
I am the Senate.
I am
the Senate.
Space taxes.
And that's all you can sing. We'll get the copyright strike.
True.
Jumping back into initiative.
Can we whistle solo?
You shut up, Frakes.
Let's do karaoke one day.
And you can see between the sadness in his face and the anger in hers that they're related. And you get the sense that this is Father Solman's daughter, and he's pleading with you not to kill her. But you can shoot twice.
No, I'm gonna shoot twice.
So just gonna ignore Father Solman. I got you.
I know it's not. While it might be true, she is truly evil and is not in danger of dying at this moment.
So you tried to hit her with a warhammer.
Right. She has enough hit point that even if
Zoning ordinances.
So evil. The real evil part of that movie is making kids sit through it and watch it.
Yeah. You know what kids love? Politics.
Mm-hmm.
Just to eat it up.
Get them started young, you know? Mm.
Yeah.
I want to grow up to get Senate approval.
Trade agreement.
Why do all children sound like Mickey Mouse to you? That's the perplexing part.
Because it was Mickey Mouse who put that. No, that was before Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that was before Disney.
Disney's like, we can do better, and then they didn't.
Somebody keep moving.
Mandalorian was better.
Yeah, Mandalorian's a good show.
It was good. It was good for sure.
Yeah, it was like 9 hours of movie to run up to it, though.
What were you singing, Mahogany? Your mic only picked up the last word.
Baby Yoda. Baby
Yoda.
What did I do with my baby Yoda sticker?
It's Grogu, ma'am.
It's Grogu. And I refuse to say it.
That sticker I got.
Oh,
look at that.
That's adorbs.
I got the best.
Where'd you get that? From a box of Cracker Jacks?
Shut up, Kevin. I was about to say how this wedding was better than yours.
She can't.
Went to a Star Wars.
Blinding me with cuteness.
I went to a Star Wars themed wedding, kind of themed. There were essence of Star Wars and essence of
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. So there were owls and baby Yodas all over the place, and we had a good time. I was also in Kevin's wedding months ago, and the difference is that when I went to this wedding that was Star Wars themed, I showed up, I drank, I ate, and I went home. Kevin's wedding required me to move chairs and like ride tractors and shit. So it's just it was the amount of work.
Guns.
I had to load all those guns up, and I don't know about you, but I'm a weak man.
Those are heavy.
I was like all the way to some of those guns are still in my car because I haven't been able to bring them inside yet. That's how heavy that all it was.
I'm sure the cops will enjoy this.
What kind of car do you drive? We should know that.
Ford Pinto.
Are any of those even on the road?
Wow, your wedding that you went to had a theme?
Kind of. It was fun. It was
My
just, there
weddings-
was some dabbles of stuff. Oh yeah, you went to a wedding
That's
too,
cool.
didn't you?
Yeah. Wedding I went to, the theme was we did this ourselves.
Marriage.
Yeah, marriage.
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 Here's all the tropes of typical marriage and weddings, and yay. It was exactly what I really, really loved.
You love Franks.
That look on your face is,
I hope they don't watch this show because they're gonna be real pissed off about this.
yeah.
No, this is my own personal take on, the whole
Their-
wedding stuff.
Their wedding.
That's kind of
Not
lame.
their wedding, just weddings in general. Like,
I don't know. I kind of feel like my wedding puts you over the top.
your
Well,
wedding.
if you were making that face immediately following my wedding.
Oh.
I was gonna say.
I was like, what's your wedding? Does everybody have a wedding story?
Yes.
I was thinking. I was trying to remember why I didn't get invited to Terrence and Jesse's wedding.
Because it's
you
against
showed
God.
up to my wedding.
Because it's a front in God's eyes, and we
I
don't
liked
support that
Kevin.
here.
I liked Kevin's wedding.
Is it legal in South Carolina?
It's legal everywhere.
It's legal everywhere.
It's
Okay,
federally
good.
illegal.
It was
Good.
better when it was illegal because the parties were secret and sexy.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what are you gonna do? Get married on a yacht and show it off to everybody? Who cares now?
Yeah.
Gay weddings. Woo!
Oh, we don't.
Interestingly
Another one?
enough, my first gay wedding was at the same place where we went to a wedding this weekend. It's a
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
place.
Full of gators and wonder.
Yeah.
Bohemian Grove.
Gatorland?
I've never been to a gay wedding, but I want to
Been
go to
up
one.
to Myrtle Beach, the House of Blues.
They are. Yeah, I guess there are some gators back. What is it? There's like a gator farm or something up there, isn't it?
At the House
Yeah,
of Blues?
right there at the
That's
turn-in.
on the other side of the parking lot or whatever.
That's a lot of Nick Cage.
Which one's my head? You'll never guess.
Is it the floaty one up front with the weird bandana and the caddies?
Shut up. Shut up.
That's not at all Nick Cage.
This is the
I
one
don't
that
know.
is
My
not Nick
background,
Cage.
my background is 100% better at all times. So
It is. I just
Okay,
realized what it is.
Bear.
Mhm.
Oh, is that what that is? Move
that is the
over.
cocaine bear.
That's
Yep.
Move
Cocaine
over. I
Bear.
want to see him.
Yeah.
Gotta respect Cocaine Bear, man.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
get out of the
Okay.
frame, loser.
Yeah, like all the way.
What is that around his neck?
It's a
It's a
gold
plaque.
chain.
Telling everyone he's Cocaine Bear.
I thought it was a bucket of cocaine.
Everybody just grab a handful when you walk by.
It should be. It
I mean,
should
they
be.
called it Cocaine Bear, didn't they? I thought that.
Well, that's because he ate 80 pounds of cocaine and then died.
It's fun to know such
He
things.
died a very happy bear.
But
Well,
for
a
those
very energetic bear.
Very
Yeah.
dangerous bear.
for those
You gotta-
5 minutes before his heart exploded, he was the most dangerous apex predator on the face of this planet.
And,
Well-
very productive.
And got shit done, right? Yeah.
Yes.
He crossed state lines with 80 pounds of pure Colombian white.
In a duffel bag that just carried around.
And he would sniff occasionally. It was a good time.
He
It's
would
like
just eat a kilo at a time.
it's the equivalent of the Saint Bernard that has the alcohol around and like saves frozen people. Cocaine Bear shows up when the party gets dull. He was just crossing states,
Yeah,
throwing kilos of cocaine into dull parties.
he's like Santa Claus, but cool.
I'm sure we've talked about this on the show before, but if
Oh,
you're
yes,
listening, you've not done your research about Cocaine Bear, please.
He is.
Watch
he,
the
It's,
movie.
it's a great
he is
story.
he is a patron saint of the pod.
Mhm.
We never changed our
Come up a
names.
few times.
You didn't for the last few episodes. Those are out there for everybody to know.
Oh well. I will say this about the wedding that I attended before I continue besmirching my friends who I love dearly and the fact that they're just different from me. I danced. I
We know
moved my ass.
you
Footage.
love to dance. We know
You
this.
love to
It's no
dance.
Do
secret.
we,
that Freaks
do
loves
we
to
have
boogie.
video proof?
I will get some and I will share it with y'all because they had videographers, and every time I looked up, the videographer was on me
No.
because
Well, you were the best man.
Well, if
I
y'all,
was,
if y'all
I was dancing.
Breaks
Nope.
likes to boogie.
And if
Can we get Ned in the recording booth to roll that clip? Ned?
But you get enough tequila, rum, and Jack Daniels in me, and start playing disco. It's fucking on. I danced so hard I blew my bow tie off. Like I blew it apart.
Turn this bitch.
and if you want,
The CGI graphics team get together on that.
Slow it down.
Put
Slow it
him
down.
in the buffet. Every wedding comes with a buffet.
Yes,
This
I
one-
often eat
No.
enough that my neck expands 3 sizes.
This one actually had
You
a
don't know
taco
the power
truck.
of Franks.
This had a taco truck.
That was
Not a
the
buffet.
least classy thing about the wedding we went to.
It was
buffet.
catered by Moe's. So I got
Whoa.
to tell everybody that Kevin used to work there.
I still have a hat and a shirt I wear.
You also still have children that are traumatized at how loud you were
I was
at them
gonna
when
say,
you
you
walked
could
into the
probably
bar.
welcome people from the parking lot.
He would just shout as a car pulled in to the strip mall, whether they were coming or not.
Just like 10 times a day, just some kid in the Himalayas hearing, "Welcome to Moe's."
Just a Godzilla screech of "Welcome to Moe's."
Hey,
Hey, sponsor us, Moe's.
kids love me.
Fear and love look a lot
Cut
alike.
that. Cut that.
I often was fond of terrifying Muppets when I was a child, so I could see like Sweetums.
Yeah. Sweetums is the best.
Well, if we're gonna be mean to Kevin, we should just go ahead and be mean to him about his actions in the
Just
last
wanna
episode.
go ahead and say it. God damn it, Kevin.
God damn it, Kevin.
W
Did you bring
to
a
the
box
actual
up
fuck.
when you came on today? or did you just kill it with a hammer out in your driveway?
They'll take it.
Murder.
You got nothing to
It's like-
say for yourself now, do you? You got nothing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we just
I
came to say
honestly did
goodbye.
not notice a few of the add-ons on our side and charged forward willy-nilly. And
Not what we're bitching about at all.
Nope.
Please don't kill my daughter. Don't worry. I'll just hammer her to death.
And I won't tell anyone else, even though they asked me specifically. Are you going to tell anybody? Nope. He says, nope.
And then I sent the murder machine over there. So
Yeah, the death machine is Nim's fault, but he didn't
Yeah.
know that he was death machining. Nim's had no opportunity to know who Father Solman was at all, because Cullen was that character, and he died a long time ago, horribly.
I
never-
did it in a similar manner. Honestly,
Mhm.
he got hit with they actually by that same hammer.
Holy shit.
Full circle.
It's a circle.
That's
Oh,
incredible. I forgot about that you got
Yeah.
killed by the same hammer that Razbad carries around like a trophy.
it's a
Dramatic.
murder hammer.
Maybe Cullen, the ghost of Cullen, was whispering in his ear, in Raz's ear too. Kill her, kill her.
Kill everything.
So a lot happened in that combat.
It was fun.
It was fun for me. I was going back and listening to it, and I realized that if Courtney Love, had gone first, there was a really good chance that Terrence would have died,
Why is
See?
that?
There you go.
because she cast that spell on Akage, but he had
Mhm.
just went, so there was a full round before he got to eat. Like, that's how close that was. If that initiative had just been flip-flopped, probably would have lost Dorian. Likewise, if somebody with a bit more wits and will had gotten that compass, she would have been alive to tell you the next part of his adventure.
Oh man.
So now we're playing Survivor. Thanks, Kevin.
I've been too busy. I don't have anything planned.
We're gonna spend the rest of our years in these caves.
Randomly rolled monsters. Here we
We should
go.
all
we'll
talk
see.
about our level 6 character as we leveled up.
You did not level up. Unlevel
Oh.
yourself.
Also Kevin's fault.
I've been level 6 for weeks.
Look, she had it. First thing she was gonna say is, "Thanks for sparing my life. Welcome to level 6." It was in my notes.
Ah,
And that's not happening now.
I'm throwing stuff at you, Kevin.
and now that we don't have that one plot hook that Toker prepared, this is now Sandbox.
The
So-
only plot hook I've ever had,
Yeah,
and it's gone
this-
now.
That's what the adventure was leading up to.
Yes, it was all building to this moment,
Yeah.
and Kevin destroyed it.
So for the next 10 episodes, they're going to attempt to swim back to Yharnam.
Yeah.
Because the boat's gone.
Both
Thanks,
Yeah, we
So-
got stranded by
Thanks.
a little fuckboy.
thanks to the classic DMing mistake of having Kevin in your game.
Yeah, that's
Well, let's,
gonna.
let's-
We don't know the boat's gone though, right?
No,
No.
Your characters don't know this yet, but there's
I get a review script every week, so Dorian knows.
Oh, shut up.
He was only told because we thought he was dead, and he would have known it in the afterlife.
There.
So as we open back up into our game here, we'll see Gil. She was the dwarf you rescued. She's still
Mhm.
close to the entrance of this place, of where this combat happened, not the entrance to the mines, obviously.
Frozen in terror.
Y'all didn't pay her too much mind. You asked if she was doing anything. I said she's fighting defensively, and then you kind of forgot about her.
You said you weren't going to give us any help with her.
And I
Told us to
wasn't.
shut up about her.
Yeah, I did. You could have been like, well, what is she doing right now?
I did that extensively, I thought.
You did not. You wanted to use her as cover so you could summon your murder lion tiger thing.
I used the resources at hand.
But I mean, to be fair, we all kind of were occupied with
Right.
the 100 zombies.
So you didn't notice that the zombie she was fighting defensively against was also a dwarf, and maybe the dwarf you were looking for. So as we come back into the scene, we see that Gil is on her knees next to this now mauled to death zombie, stoically, like with her hand on the chest and saying what looks like to be a dwarven prayer. We can see, Akage, did I make you give me a fortitude save after you ate the zombie flesh?
No, and I was actually going to wonder, I had a couple of questions about that. One, am I still under that curse?
No.
Two, is it a free action to vomit or is that a full action?
That's what I was. If we're gonna do a fort save to see if this is an at will vomit or not.
At will.
Oh, I'm choosing to fail because I would absolutely be disgusted and start retching.
Yeah.
Do you want me to actually see if a fortitude save will prevent me from bringing it up?
If you want to just go ahead and wrench, that's fine. So
Yeah, I'll make myself staggered and fucking shaken for a couple rounds if you want.
I'll
So
hold
we
his
zoom
hair.
in. We zoom in past Gil. We see now Akage hunched over this zombie corpse, and he realizes what it is that he was doing because the spell has broken now that the witch or wizard is dead, and he just starts expelling the nasty flesh he's been eating. Then we make our way over the bridge, and we can see Sonder and Amon and Nim and Dorian all looking on as the celestial tigress, or what was you summoned? It was a
Leopard.
leopard.
Yep.
Mauls, what you can now all see is a young woman,
Courtney.
Courtney. Unbeknownst to you, the daughter of Father Sulman, that knowledge is exclusively Razbaz as he stands behind her, his hammer raised. The girl dies. And as he does, what you do all see is the compass that's been around his neck now for a majority of this adventure shatters and falls from his neck, clanking lifelessly to the ground.
Swung so hard you broke your clock, huh?
Apparently.
Well, so much for questioning this creature. stand up from my resting position.
Glad you're still here, Dorian.
Yeah, me too. I've not had a lot of luck in this one. I look around. What exactly is this chamber?
It seems to be kind of the end of this mine. You can see just empty veins. There's still a residue of glow about the veins. You kind of saw that when you first came in, but if you get close and approach it, you can see that there's some kind of powdery residue, and as you wipe it, the glow stops. You're not exactly sure what it was they were harvesting from here specifically.
Well, I'm not going to get any answers from this wall. I suppose we should search around, see if there's anything that can give us any clues as to what all this means.
So you search her body?
Sure, and if there's any quarters, campsites, we'll search that too.
Okay.
In the
You know,
distance,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, in the distance, you still hear Akage retching, because it takes a while to fucking upchuck 3 rounds of rotted meat.
Yeah, there were some of y'all that saw that him eating the body. Amon, you know specifically that when that first wash of negative energy went off, that out of all of your party, Akage was the only one that pipped as undead for a second there.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give him medical attention as best I can.
You begin giving him medical attention, and then I'll do the what this witch has on her.
Yeah, because I got that stuff to do. Checking him out. Rectal thermometer temperature. Gotta find that out.
Whatever it takes.
Accurate way to do it.
I think
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think Akage could mostly be treated with a mint.
Before I stick the thermometer.
Oh, you're that character. Okay. First off, she has a masterwork quarterstaff. As a wizard, she's wearing no armor, but you do come across. She has these fine made looking bracers, some glasses, a rolled up. It looks like a small rug or something, but it's rolled up, and a where is this thing located?
Is it a bedroll?
Maybe a prayer rug?
Maybe.
Flying carpet. Show
And
me
a
flying carpet.
And over her head, she's got like a headband, but it's got a pallid crystal on it.
I'll quickly detect magic and separate any magic items out of it, and then I'll have a look at the person's face. Is anyone I recognize from town? I've been living in Yarnum for 5 years.
You should give me a knowledge local.
Sure. That's a 16.
She seems familiar, but you don't pick anything up on it. You do, however, notice there was another amulet around her neck, and it looks very familiar.
I'll have a good look at that too.
It unfolds into a compass, but it is not magical. But when you do detect magic, you do get 1, 2, 3, 4 magic auras coming off, and the rug being a very powerful one.
All right, I'll set those aside for someone with more magical experience than me to identify.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. Nim would.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked the party. So, does anyone know who this is? Obviously, she's not native to the island.
Kind of hard to tell with her face so smashed up.
Well, here, let
Nim
me just
wouldn't know.
push the bones together. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I mean-
nobody knows her.
No
Nim-
I
one.
mean, I don't. I mean, I give it a shot. I don't have local.
I can
Well-
roll local if you want.
I flew into a rage and was not sure exactly, but right before I struck her, I did see Father Solomon saying to save his daughter.
She must be somewhere else in here.
We need to be on the lookout for a young woman,
I don't think so. I think this was her.
possibly wearing the similar medallion as the one we found in Father Solomon.
Oh.
We should just keep searching, all right? It's a big place.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I just cracked myself up.
Well, okay. All right then.
You had one job. Save my daughter.
He said,
Damn it.
save my daughter. And I looked back and said, nay.
No.
Nope, I'm gonna hold her steady while this leopard eviscerates her.
well,
we've
we all,
given him enough shit now.
we
Yeah,
all make
yeah.
mistakes, I guess.
We did.
Shame. Then again, I look around at all the corpses and stuff. I'm like, I'm not sure there was a lot to be salvaged from her.
Yeah, Kage is going to brace himself on the glaive and kind of. If this was her proclivities, I do not know how well we could have helped her. She seems to have been beyond our salvation.
Altoid?
Well, I mean,
Please.
what Raz is saying is true. The spirit of her now deceased father thought she was. So, too late now.
Unfortunately, I turned toward our NPC friend. What's her name again? I'm sorry.
Gil Guerra, but just Gil for short.
Gil Guerra. Oh wait, she's across the bridge still, isn't she?
Yeah, she's still at the beginning of that map.
All right. Then I will leave everything I asked everyone to search the area to see if they can find any information they can, and I'll go to her. And then
Okay.
you guys can.
Let's get this magic stuff. Should be fun out the way.
All right.
We've got 4 things here. What do you want to do first? We got the bracers, we've got these glasses, a crystal, and the rug.
Let's do the rug first, since that was the most.
And that's
Prolific.
the most potent. All
Yeah.
right, give me a.
I like
pass
to eat
level
the
check.
icing first. Fucking son of a bitch. I rolled a 1, so that gives me a 15.
You cannot figure out what it is without activating it or unrolling it or something.
Ooh, it's Shimoy.
Hmm.
What are you tapping on? Who's
Hey,
tapping?
Not on.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry, Dad.
Somebody. No, it was like somebody was on my ear going.
Who's
right
doing
there.
that?
Who's that
Sit
tapping?
Was it this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was one
Yeah.
finger that I tapped on my desk once.
It was
There it is
you.
again.
Nope,
You're
that wasn't me that time.
Your desk sounds like a gourd.
But anyway, yeah.
I will set that to the side.
Okay.
Because
It's just spellcraft and detect magic, correct?
but sorry, I know it detects magic, and then spellcraft check is what I was trying to do to determine what more about it. Which,
Well, you have to be
know,
able to detect magic with the spellcraft to identify.
I rolled a 20, rolled a 13, and modified to 20.
You are not entirely sure what this is either.
Hmm.
Well, considering Nim's my teacher in spellcraft, and we've been working, off hours to learn more of magic, it doesn't surprise me I can't figure out what this thing is.
Student has not become the master.
Not today.
What are you doing this time?
Oh, we'll do the glasses.
Okay.
That gives me a 26.
These appear to be glasses that, much like the headband that you got from Father Solomon, would also do something with eyesight.
Can they fit on a fox face? Because that would be adorable.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, huh? Fill in the void. Fill in the void.
Do I know? Do I know what school of magic or aura that they're giving off?
These appear to be giving off a faint necromancy, actually.
Party. Ain't no party like a necromancer party because a necromancer party don't stop.
Anything else on that or no?
No.
All right, we'll go to the crystal.
Okie dokie.
Meth. It's just meth.
21. As I roll
Okay.
a 7.
This one also.
Wait. I'm sorry. 31. That's a 17.
Oh,
yeah.
Now you have maybe come across these in your studies before, but this is actually called a pallid crystal. It also has a faint necromancy aura to it. But this finger-length crystal is a pale, opaque pink color when worn by a living creature, but slowly changes to a deep, translucent violet when carried by an undead. The wearer can consume spoiled food or drink as if it were fresh and wholesome, tasting as good as it did before it spoiled.
That's nasty.
Hey,
Any person-
Okagi, this is for you.
Any person with the profession cook skill can use the crystal to season a meal with flavor of salt, sugar, or cinnamon. However, if Urgathoa is the wearer's patron, the wearer can use Death Kneel once per day. Both cure and inflict spells would heal the wearer, and whether the wearer is living or undead, the crystal flares with a black or white energy when it converts these spells into a form that does not harm the wearer. So if you wanted to switch gods, it's a pretty powerful thing for that. But unless you worship Urgathoa, it basically means you can eat rotted meat and it tastes fine.
It's
I
still
would-
rotten, though, right? It can still make you sick.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Taste fun.
All right. I know just the person to sell this to, and I toss it to Frakes. I mean, to Akage. For next time.
And then the bracers. I'll go ahead and say you got the bracers. Okay.
Let me roll.
Okay.
I got 24.
Then you don't know what it is.
Oh wow.
Damn it.
Oh.
No, they're bracers of armor +1.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
So there are 3 of us that don't wear armor.
I wear armor.
Okage, Nim,
And
you wear armor.
I wear armor, I believe. But it's not like anything special. It's light armor.
if you wear armor, then the braces of armor
They don't stack.
they don't stack.
Indeed.
It's the way for a wizard to get an armor save,
Mm-hmm.
which is why she was wearing them.
Makes sense. So anybody want those?
Yes,
Yay. Nay.
I want
You don't
those.
wear armor?
Nope, I don't wear any armor.
We have natural armor?
No, I'm super dexterous.
Got you.
So no one's looked at that rug yet. Besides, I mean, they looked it over, but they haven't done anything with it.
If you've got a spellcraft you could do, check it out.
Or if you want to just open it up.
Yeah, that's what I was planning. I'm gonna open it up.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
actually, what
Yeah,
what
no,
level?
You're not going to actually this.
What
Actually, I need to ask a question. It was my will actually. What level are the braces of armor?
+1.
+1.
Then I don't need them.
All right, Nim.
What armor bonus do you have?
+1 braces of armor.
Already got them.
He's
I
already
already
got
got
some.
them.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody rolled like on the rug. Did anyone roll? It was 23. That's not higher than anybody's
Michael's
roll.
unrolling it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but, no, but who?
20.
What was the highest? 23.
20 was the highest, so 23 is higher than.
Yeah, no. So 23 would actually get it. What you're looking at is strong conjuration magic, It seems to be concealing a faint aura of something else within it, but you believe that this is a portable hole.
Eat.
A portable
Yo.
hole.
Yeah, a portable
Portable
hole is a
hole.
circle of cloth spun from the webs of a phase spider, interwoven with strands of either and beams of light, ether and beams of light, or beams of starlight. Basically, what it breaks down to is when opened fully, a portable hole is 6 feet in diameter but can be folded up to be as small as a pocket handkerchief. When spread upon any surface, it causes an extra dimensional space 10 feet deep to come into being. This hole can be picked up from inside or out by simply taking hold of the edges of the cloth and folding it up. Either way, the entrance disappears, but anything inside the hole remains, traveling with the item. So it's just a really big bag of holding.
It's basically a portable closet.
Yeah, have you ever seen the Yellow Submarine movie?
Yeah, but if that's
I've
if that's
got a
the
hole in me pocket.
if that's the case, I'll still just go ahead and unroll it and see what's inside.
Amon, as you unroll this, it's like opening a freezer. Just a wash of cold air escapes from the inside of this thing.
Ooh,
And
it's
as you look in, you can see piles of dead bodies stacked inside of it,
Ooh, this would be great for my business.
But
I
they're-
could go mobile.
mostly frozen.
This only further proves my hypothesis that really wasn't Father Solomon's ghost. It was a last attempt for her to save her own life. She was a necromancer and using spirits to try and dissuade me from killing her.
Kevin,
You're wrong.
Kevin, do you have any bennies left?
Nope.
You're definitely not getting one for that. I was going to take one away. You're so wrong.
But yeah. So is the portable hole itself? Is it cold in there? Is it?
They're normally not cold. No.
This really would be good for my business. I can go mobile.
freezer.
I think it may only be cold because the bodies are frozen in there, and whatever is inside of a portable hole is like kept in stasis in that pocket dimension. Unless Toker decides that it is a cold hole.
Well, no.
Is it a
it's-
cold hole?
Nope. It's normally the same temperature as whatever. It fills with air and atmosphere when you open it.
Yeah, you only have like 10 minutes of air otherwise. in there.
Right.
He said
You can
metagamingly.
die in there.
I'll start I'll jump in and start examining the bodies to look for anything.
Ugh.
It's my
Jump
little
in
job.
and all these frozen bodies start breaking under your feet.
Oh, it's like that piled. I thought.
Yeah, no, it's 10 feet
It's-
deep and it's full of bodies.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
it's
then
like
I'll-
a big giant ammo bag.
Well, then I
This
will
was like her
pull one out
portable
and then
army?
examine it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody give me a
army.
wisdom check.
Me?
All right.
I rolled a 2, so 5.
21.
I got a 10.
16.
I'm going to give it to Sonder. Seeing that and remembering the creatures you fought earlier, you believe that she was using these bodies for one to produce her foot soldiers, and two was to keep the giant ooze thing fed in the other room.
Uh-huh.
And three, there was one more item that's on the body I forgot, and that is her spell book.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Gotta check that out.
And to kind of just
Not
speed
that
things
kind
along,
of caster.
the spell book has every necromancy spell in it from level 1 to 3.
You know.
However, it is written in a strange language. If any of you are interested in going through that spell book, it is an Aklo. Does anybody speak Aklo?
No.
Do not.
Check my
Think
sheet.
so. Checking. I speak a lot of languages,
I
but don't
do
think
not.
that's one.
No, not yet.
No. Okay.
Not yet.
So that would require
Yeah.
some research to be able to read. Amon, I will say that you do eventually find a way to kind of go through the bag of holding, and you find a gem in the bottom that constantly permeates cold to the point of being it'll hurt you to touch it. And that seems to be what is keeping the bodies frozen until they're needed inside the bag of holding.
I will
So
put that back in there, and then I will throw Daughter Solman's daughter bodies in there. Daughter Solman's daughter bodies in there. Well,
Okay, one more time in English.
Yeah, I fucked that all up. I said I will keep the gym in there, and then
Okay.
I will take Father Solomon's daughter and put her in the portable hole.
Okay, cool.
Bury her later.
Are we going to keep all the bodies in the
Ew.
hole?
What's
We're
that?
going to have to dispose of them later.
Well,
but
they
this
have a
is-
huge pit right there. Why not?
Yeah, it would be nice to return them to their families, but we don't know who their families are. So perhaps the most expedient thing would be to just throw them over the ledge. I hate to say it.
Why?
Most of the bodies in the bag are dark folk.
Oh, well then
Creatures from the
fuck.
Underdark.
Well then fuck them.
I will.
Send them home.
Well then, Art, on our next rest, I will take some downtime and bless the bodies, and then start chucking them down the hole, kind of like a mass grave thing. I'll still bless them. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shunk.
Yeet. Peace be with you. Yeet.
Yeah, the kind of that like checking their bodies, make sure there's nothing on them, any identification, but there's no identification. I'm not going to be able to. So I will.
Enjoy thine crappy afterlife. Good.
Yeah, essentially, I'll do that when we have a downtime, and I'll mention that.
May Silket embrace you to her bosom. Woo.
And then the pallid crystal and the glasses of dark vision.
Yes.
Okay, Nim, do either one of you need glasses to see in the dark?
Are
I
they
do
for
not.
the dark, or
Yeah, that's what he said.
Wait, no, yes.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Give them
I-
to Dorian.
Yeah, Dorian is.
Yeah, the glasses have a faint necromancy that does something with dark vision.
Okay, I was say I can't see in the dark either, but I already have an eye slot, so
Tricky.
We
So who's
should-
taking them?
I guess I will.
Dorian is.
Okay.
I mean, I'll hold on to that other crystal if nobody wants it,
I'm
And the
not even
pallid
on that
crystal.
side of the bridge, though. So
unless we're gonna sell it and then
What does
Yeah,
that
we'll-
crystal
after.
do? It makes it so that you can eat.
You can
rotten
eat rotted meat and
No,
spoiled
thank you.
drink. Yeah.
Unless you're a
Really
worshiper of Urgathoa,
Awesome.
then you get other stuff. But I imagine it's kind of difficult to just change gods midstream.
My
Yeah.
7 ray all day.
Yeah, fuck your god.
Okay, so
I'm
while the rest of
done.
y'all are going through that stuff on that end, Dorian was walking towards Gil.
Oh, okay.
Real quick
As you-
before you got started, that's why I wanted to. I just kept trying to backtrack, but you said that there were level 1, just all level 1 spells of necromancy in that book.
Level 1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay, I'm just sorry I didn't pick up that last part. That's all I wanted.
Game's over. I'm done.
Bye.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so levels 1 to 3, just necromancy. And that includes, all the ones that we normally play with, all the books we play with. But no third party stuff.
Definitely slip those in.
1,001 spells can be included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I had
That's
that book.
that's third. That's
It is a third-party book, but
It is third party.
It's
but-
fun though.
we've all signed off on it mostly. So
It's a fun book.
I need to see that book.
Dorian, you get close to Gil, and you can, as you get close, her dwarven prayers kind of come to an end. She folds the zombie's arms in a kind of a warrior pose, holding her scimitar. She turns and looks back, says, "Everyone okay?"
I'm fine, thank you.
you're not even there. Fuck off. We'll get by. How are you doing?
Hoping that I'm hoping that the 4 we sent south made it.
We're going to have need of you, I'm afraid. I don't feel comfortable letting your former companion just flee without us. And I'm not sure which way he'll go. Now, we do have a boat docked on the island waiting for us to return. but he also mentioned that there's a smuggler's cove that you also frequently send people to. And which direction do you think would probably be his likeliest escape route?
The easiest.
Ah. Oh. I turn toward the party and say, we should probably hurry.
Well, y'all have already rested for 8 hours
I know.
since he escaped. Just a reminder.
I know.
Oh, we did rest?
Then we rested after the big ooze fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
we
fight.
went to that we jumped over that stuff.
There's a whole
To
episode
go
where we
there.
jumped a cavern and slept and then jumped back over a cavern.
That's
You know,
right.
Good times.
That quality information or entertainment you come here for.
I thought you meant we rested after we fought the lady.
I'm glad we did because that fight would have probably gone differently.
Yeah, I would be dead if we didn't.
That poor girl would be alive in her misery.
Speaking of quality entertainment, does anyone have any healing spells left?
I have a couple.
Mm.
I'm fully loaded. What do
What
you
am I
need?
at?
All of them.
I'm at under half hit points too, so I think we all should.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into the math of that. I don't want to get into a bunch of healing
That's
math. But
boring.
you guys planning? You guys heal here. We'll do the math later. You guys take the time to heal here, and then exit the mine. I take it.
Yeah. I will, or Dorian will urge everyone to go as quickly as we can manage. Dorian is also fairly certain that what has happened that we all out of character know has happened, but I just need to confirm it.
So it's a bit of a trek back out of the mine, and then from the mine to the original campsite. It's still eerily quiet on this island. Noob, were you holding your hand up for a reason? You're muted.
Nope, just checking something.
You're very distracting.
Stop looking at me.
You're swinging around from nipple to nipple, and then there's multitudes of you.
I'm advertising.
Noob Show.
Watch
Check it
Noob
out.
Show. You learn why Franks loves to dance?
Now also on YouTube. But you continue to hoof it. As you get back towards the beach, your fears are answered, and what you feared is true. The boat you took here is indeed gone, and the ship that you came in on is also nowhere to be seen.
Damn.
Gil goes, well, I guess we hoof it south and go for a swim.
Exactly how much of a swim are we talking?
We've never actually swam it before, but we've taken the boat around through there. It's 200-300 yards across the channel from island to island. It won't be an easy swim. The currents there are rough, but it's the closest landmass that we have.
Now, Toker, here's a question for you. Are there known sea monsters in your world? Like known
Yeah.
leviathans and stuff?
Yeah, you fought one. You
I just want
fought
to make sure.
fishmen on the boat on the way here.
I meant like giant sea monsters, not like little. I meant like
Or they're legendary
Yeah.
monsters.
Like
as
that's
well.
already-
Totally, yeah.
okay. That's fine.
Can we see the capsized ship that she came in on from the shore?
Yes.
I ask her what are the chances there's still a lander tied to it somewhere along the hull.
If it might still be attached, but it would be submerged. It might be as dangerous to untie it and bring it up as it would be to swim across, but could always take a look.
Well, I know some people here aren't strong swimmers.
I'm an old man, a feeble old man.
I
If I
feel
take
like
off-
the wizard would be good at slowing down the predators as the rest of us get across. Sorry.
Out loud. That's out loud.
If I take off my armor, I have a +0.
You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster than everyone else.
Mhm.
I don't wear armor, and I'm a -2.
Yeah. Now, calm waters are pretty easy to swim across. You're not sure how rough these waters are she's talking about, but she says that it can be pretty difficult. but you wouldn't know until you saw it. You could attempt to also send your good swimmers out to this capsized boat to try and unhook its lander, what might be underneath it, and pull it up.
I think it would be better for our strongest swimmers to swim to the other boat that she's referring to if it's there. There's a submerged lander attached to a capsized boat, a possible submerged lander attached to a capsized boat seems like more risk than a possible boat on another island.
Oh, no. There's a smuggler's cove on the southern island. There's people there.
Ah.
That was where they sent the other ones, was to the, that's where they do, the dwarves were illegally selling the goods to.
Our options are a short swim and a dangerous dive, or a long, dangerous swim. So,
a short swim and a dangerous dive for a prize that may not be there or may not be recoverable. I mean, flipping a boat that's full of water back to the surface is
Nim won't make the dangerous swim. I'm just telling
nigh
you.
impossible.
Actually, once you attach some rope to it, it can just be hauled to shore. But once it's underwater, like
just a matter of sending somebody out to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any volunteers?
I will swim out to the capsized boat.
I'm not a strong swimmer myself, honestly.
I am
Me
a
neither.
decent swimmer.
I am also a decent swimmer.
I am not.
But I think that the capsized boat is the more dangerous, less rewarding of the two options.
How far is it? I mean, when you say long, is it like miles?
Some 200 yards.
Yeah.
At about 300 meters. Right?
I said 300 yards. Sandra got it right.
300
so
yards.
I thought you were talking about like a mile-ish.
How's the water looking?
Where you're at now?
Yeah, like is it looking rough? Is it looking smooth? Is it
No, the water here is, it's like a day at the beach.
Another option we could do is possibly, because are there any trees on this island or is it all rock?
It's mostly rock. There's not a lot of tree.
Oh, I'll say we could take a couple planks and then that way we at least got a flotation device to kick our feet against.
What if we took that very, very cold gym and made ice for us to walk across?
That might take a few weeks.
Or we could throw Nim in the bag, in the hole. He said he's got 10 minutes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gonna swim 300 yards in 10 minutes? That's probably possible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're superheroes, dude.
Who's our
Let me look up
strongest
some
swimmer?
math. Hold on.
Speak for yourself. I got a +0 to swim.
I'm only at a +2, but I heard there's a +4 out there.
Yeah, I have a +4.
We could all jump in the portable hole, and then Raz.
For an average swimmer, you can 2 minutes per 100 meters.
Yeah, so we're
So
looking
6
at
minutes.
6 minutes.
For an average swimmer, 6 minutes. That's in calm water.
And Akage's got a +6. He's a pretty good
That's
swimmer.
above average swimming.
He's a pretty good swimmer. So,
And if I just strip down to my fundoshi, it's even less drag.
Ew, that sounds dirty.
nothing.
Feisty can sit on your head and constantly cast guidance on you.
I know I'm just the game master here, but the fact that you guys are all considering putting your lives in Razbad's hands is hilarious to me.
That's why I'm trying to jump in on there.
We can all get in this portable hole where we have 10 minutes to live and hope that Kevin rolls well enough
No.
to swim you across the channel.
Just Nim.
Not only that, but I think that is 10 minutes of air, like, per person.
Yeah, well, I
Like,
didn't say
for
everybody.
one person. If you put 6 people in there,
We were talking
We
about putting the weakest swimmer in
Putting-
there.
Yeah, I
we're
like
not
that
talking
idea.
about all of us.
-2. Put him
No.
in there,
oh, okay. I was gonna say because
and everybody else swim.
Not, yeah.
Okay.
And you said there's not a lot of driftwood or lumber or logs that we could salvage for flotation devices.
Doesn't one of us have an axe? And isn't there like wood in the place we just came out of? There was a crate. I saw a crate. We can turn into.
I mean,
Oh,
I feel like having something to just hang on to so we don't sink
Yeah,
would
there's
be
not
it.
much. There's not much trees, but there. I mean, if that's a way y'all want to go to give yourself some bonuses on the swim check, that's something that could definitely happen.
Yeah, we
I
can
think-
totally beat Baywatch this shit.
There's not a lot of fresh green tree. You know, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of dead wood, so it's not like you're going to be able to build a raft or whatever
Yeah.
from things you find on the island. But if you're looking for driftwood,
Just need
Sure,
a little boogie
yeah.
board, baby.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
a
it's
little
something to hang on
kickboard
to.
Thing.
Or even if all of us hold on to it, we all kick our feet. We all kind of stay together. Like if it's a
Some of
big
us
enough
need to be
piece.
kicking those fucking paralyzing creatures that
Alright.
attacked us on our way here.
So you get to go into the portable hole with all the heavy equipment.
Yeah,
I guess
my
is
armor
there
and
some
shit.
kind of is there any kind of bonuses or anything for if we're kicking against a piece of wood?
I mean, I'd give you, you know, you wouldn't start sinking immediately, kind of thing. You know, you've got something to hang on to. You've got basically a life jacket.
Yeah, I'll be taking
What's
off
the
my armor and
save?
shit.
In rough water, what's the save to just not sink?
You know, I don't know off the top of my head.
Not failing by 5 or more, right?
I think
That's
so,
usually
yeah.
how it goes.
And if we've got a flotation device, it may be even less.
Like failing, you're just treading water, and then failing by 5 or more, you start sinking. I believe. I might be wrong. I might just be
No,
thinking
I
of the
get it.
climbing rules.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Nim wants to go in that hole though.
It's full of dead
Think-
people.
I think
the
you would have too many
hole-
memories. No, we're dumping all that shit out. I'm definitely not going in there.
Can you turn a portable hole inside out?
Yeah.
And just dump everything out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so bless me. And then I roll back the hole, throw in the gem, and keep it in my pocket.
Oh wait, you know what floats? Ice.
Dead people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
You can
shit.
have
That
your
is
own personal raft, Nim.
that is
I
so
don't want to
morbid.
put. I do not want to be hanging on to something dead that's got a scent that's going to attract things that eat things that are
It's-
dead
Yeah,
as we swim
also
across
that-
the ocean.
I suggest you dog paddle fast then, because
It's frozen. Frozen things don't smell nearly as strong.
It won't be
Warm
frozen
water.
long once we put it in that warm, salty water.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. That idea just feels wrong.
Also, the enthusiasm that Toker said, makes me think there's sharks
Yeah,
in
he's-
that water.
It's not sharks I'm worried about. I'm worried about those fucking things that paralyzed us on the boat that can
The
swim
fish
and run
thing.
around. And
well, those things are going to attack us anyway if they're going to attack us. So it doesn't really matter what the
Mhm.
fuck we carry with us.
then we should not go because it's we're gonna die
Oh,
out
good.
there.
We'll sit here
Oh.
and die on the island
Yeah,
of starvation.
we'll just make this our new home.
You can take turns with the amulet and eating the corpses. That's
Oh,
Oh,
why.
you are home. This is our home now.
Yeah.
That's why
End
you
of the
gave us
game.
that gem, huh? So that we can just eat dead people.
This is the rest of the game. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Now
We're gonna meet every
survival
week.
game.
Talk about what bodies you're eating.
And how they all somehow taste like chicken.
Remember, eat the butt first. That's where the
I was
good meat
gonna
is.
say highest roll gets to eat the butt.
Sounds like a good time.
But
So,
seriously,
you guys are gonna. Are you gonna dive? Are you gonna do recon on the ship that's in the water? Or are you gonna hoof it south?
I think that we should do the recon on the ship.
I
Yeah.
volunteer to swim down
All
and
right,
see if we can get a boat.
Yeah, if
And
you
if-
see one, let us know. And
Yes.
here's one end of the rope in case you need it. Give it a good hard yank.
Ah,
How
okay.
long is this rope?
My silk rope is a 150 feet. I don't know how far out it is though. You
I
didn't tell
also
us.
have 50 feet of silk rope.
And I also have. I have rope. I don't think I have rope.
I have rope as well, but I was going to swim out with him and stay at the surface so that
It would-
if he searches and finds the boat, he can tie it and then tug it, and then I can hopefully raise the boat up.
I will accept your help eagerly and with gratitude.
I don't remember how far out I left that boat, but I'll say you have just enough rope to get where somebody could wade out into the water a little bit. It would still reach
So
the
I have
length that
another
they need.
50 feet of hemp rope
Right.
because of.
Okay, well then, should we get to this?
Good luck.
So Kage is going to revert back to human form to reduce the drag from wet fur. and strip down to his Japanese loincloth.
Okay, so as Akage makes his way into the depths of this ocean to see if he can find anything that will help his companions hopefully find rescue easier to the south. At the same time, back in Yarnum,
Already? Jeez.
a small brown mouse scurries into the dwarven archives. Its eyes are full of unnatural intelligence as it scans for anyone that may see it trespass. The large chamber is quiet, dark, and empty. So Task takes to his normal halfling shape. He then quietly and quickly begins to peruse the forbidden tomes the dwarves keep locked up here. Why Mia gave Nim access here, Task may not understand now, but the knowledge will soon be his. With trembling hands, Task opens the pages of a very large book and begins to read. His left hand rubs under his eye in the nervous twitch he hasn't betrayed in many, many years. The sins of the dwarves is here, and so are the sins of Cromwell. My gods, Task whispers, and then a manic smile briefly passes his lips at the thought of that old saying. My gods, indeed. He trails off as the mania passes for a bit of nausea at the problem facing the Isle of Yarnum. And that's it for tonight's game.
Oh, okay. That was...
Ending over.
That means that we're in for some shit.
Yeah. Now, I'd just like to point out that Father Solman's daughter had a backup boat and she was going to take you home, but she did.
We don't know where her boat is.
She didn't have a boat. She's been living out here on this island for God knows how long.
Look at all these bodies I got now.
All these delicious chicken bodies.
Well, if I got the gym, I'll eat.
I'm just saying, I would not have hesitated to lash those corpses together into a raft.
Yeah. And if something was going to eat us, they would probably be just as content to eat the bodies underneath us, which is,
Who knows what you guys are going to find under that capsized boat. You might still need to raft those dead frozen bodies together and paddle through shark-infested just regular non-infested waters.
Eat a dick.
I don't like any of it. None of it.
Then why do you keep coming back? I keep making this worse and worse, and y'all keep showing up to roll dice.
Because we're trying to make a business.
A business.
Oh,
No,
you
we're
shouldn't
not.
be here for
It's
the
all-
business.
It's all
I'm
for
not.
the fun,
It is for the fun.
and not at all for that sweet, sweet money. You can send us at patreon.com/HomeBrew Detritus. Thank you.
That's
We
sweet.
are,
Oh God.
I don't like doing the salesman thing at the end of all these, but I will do it this one time. We are as of this recording, we are at $58 a month or $57 a month, something like that, 57 something, which is great because we're almost about to break even for what it costs to do this.
That's sweet, sweet breaking even.
That's sweet, sweet break it even. And I
That's
just want
right.
to say we have multiple tiers, and if all you can give is $1 a month, that first person who gives us $1 a month will be the one that makes it actually break even.
Mm-hmm.
So just if you're listening, just be that $1. We'll take it with glee. And if you
Be
can
that
send us a
dollar.
photo of your bank account and your social security number, we'll send you a postcard with some artwork on it.
Also, if you split $57 7 ways, we all get $8 and some change.
We don't get any money because we're spending all that money to make
Right.
this show happen.
We've been spending that money already before we had it, so yeah.
The
I mean,
American
we
dream.
need more money though to make the show better and do more and more things.
I had to sell my body to make this show work.
Yeah,
No,
they,
you chose to do
Ah.
that.
That's why it took us 8 months to break even instead of 6.
they kept returning it.
See, there's no body. I'm in. See, green screen show.
Yeah, we heard your really bad joke.
Watch
And we're going to
your
end it
show.
on that. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good
Watch
night.
your
Next
show.
week.